The information you're about to hear is rated M for movies. Listening discretion is advised. This is Vinny with the Best in Movie Show. I'm here with Scott Schwartz from Christmas Story and Toys with Richard Pryor. How you doing today, sir?
Doing okay. How are you?
Good. Out of all your movies you've done, what do you think the one that stands out the most and people recognize you from? Is it the Toy or is it the Christmas Story?
From the time I did them till about the mid-90s, it was all the Toy, and then when they did the 24-hour marathon on TBS and TNT, that's when they really started with Christmas Story, and that's now the one that's more bigger and popular.
What'd you have the most fun on?
Oh, the Toy, by far. I mean, 4 months with Gleason and Pryor and Louisiana and Richard Donner, there's no comparison. It was awesome. I mean, they made it fun, and they let me run loose, so that I didn't really have a lot of, constraints to, I can't do this or I can't. They're like, do whatever you want. So it was terrific.
What do you think about the Christmas Story every Christmas playing for 24 hours? I mean, is it weird that you're in the movie and then it's like when you watch it with your family, that's me when I was a kid?
I sort of, I guess, maybe had that feeling about 10 years ago, and now it's kind of like, oh, it's on again. All right, what else is on? It's what ball game is on? All right, I watch a few minutes of Christmas Story here and there. I watch the Chinese restaurant scene. I love, and pretty much anything with Darren. With the old man. I love all the stuff that he did. But it's like you're watching yourself 30 years, 20 years, whatever it is. And you remember that, of course, because it was you, but it's sort of like it's another lifetime.
Now, that 20 years have passed, right? Is it 20 years anniversary?
30.
30 years anniversary. Now, you guys going to do anything for the 30 years?
Oh, sure. We have several reunions we're doing around the country. One's going to be in Orlando, I believe the 16th and 17th of November. Actually, hasn't been announced yet, but we're going to be there at the FX show. And then
it's going to be a bunch of people from the Christmas Story?
Yeah. There's going to be at least 4 of us from the movie. Cleveland, we have the actual reunion over Thanksgiving weekend, and the elves are going to be there, the people that play the elves. Miss Shields will be there, all of us. There may be some other surprises, we're not sure yet.
Now, as a TV star, is it different, or as a kid TV star, is it different back then than it is now? That, like, back then, was it more like you can let loose, you can do whatever you want? Now it's like, as a kid star, all these parents are like taking their money and, they're not letting them spend it and have what they want. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question. Back then, it was more fun for me than it was work because, I had no bills. I lived at home, mom and dad. I'm a kid. After that, it becomes work. The money has changed since the early 90s with Macaulay Culkin and Home Alone. That's changed parents in general. It's no longer get your kid in the showbiz to have fun and meet people. Now it's, the kid can, support the whole family and then some. You get these kids that become movie stars at 15 or 16, and there's millions of dollars sitting in accounts, and it's not that they do it in a negative manner, I should say, but mom and dad that grows up in a medium or low income household, all of a sudden their kids made $800,000, and they go from that little 3-bedroom house that costs $120,000 wherever they live to a $1.3 million house in wherever, in California, Newport Beach, or whatever. So it sort of changes the way people think and how they live. But the money has definitely affected all the child stars. There's no question.
Was there anything funny, a funny story you can tell me on the set of the Toys that like sticks out in your mind you'll never forget?
Oh, there's tons of stories from the Toys. I mean, all the stuff with Gleason and Pryor. Richard used to call me at 11:32 every night. Why with that time? Because from 11 to 11:30 was the honeymooners, and he knew I was watching Gleason that time, and he would call me up right afterwards, and I mean, probably 4 days a week, and he'd be like, Scotty, come on over to the room, I got to talk to you. Okay, and I'd go over, and we had a little courtyard where we were staying, and I'd go from one side of the hotel to the other, and I'd be like, Richard, what's up? He said, I just got this new game, Missile Command, you got to show me how to play it. And we were playing Mattel and Television with the little disc in the middle of the game and we'd play Missile Command all night, and then we'd play Asteroids, and then it was Space Invaders. So I mean, the great times I had with them were stuff that was off the set.
Now, was it crazy that you would work with Jackie Gleason and then you would go and watch him on TV right after you're done shooting?
Oh, I loved it. Loved every second. Loved it before because I was old enough. I was 13, 14 years old when we had my birthday while we were shooting. And so I knew Smokey and the Bandit. I knew the Honeymooners. I knew the Jackie Gleason show.
So they made your birthday special.
Well, it was kind of fun. It was not only my birthday, but it was also Wilfred Hyde White, who played Barkley, the old butler in the movie. we actually shared the same birthday. So, we had a blast. They threw a big shindig for us, and then, everybody's giving us something. We got Canon Sure Shots, the camera. That was kind of the closest thing to like little Nokias now or whatever. And they gave us all the film we could shoot. And I probably shot 35 rolls of film. My father was going crazy because every other day I'm sending rolls of film home. He's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm having fun. I didn't care.
Now, that scene with you in the go-karts, that must have been going down the stairs.
Going down the stairs was okay. I like the in the little electric cars even better. The Camaro and the truck and the
That seems like it was cooler too.
Yeah, but going down the stairs, we kind of did it in two parts. The one where you kind of see me go down the top of the stairs, and then they cut, and then they actually just put the car at the top of the stairs, and we came down. And if you watch it now, watch how I come down. I don't come straight. The car started bouncing, and it went to the right, which would be camera left. When you're looking at it, it goes to the left. And I thought I was going to hit the rail and flip over and die with Richard, and I jerked the wheel back, and as I came back, I ended up dead center, hitting the table and knocking the food over.
So it wasn't planned that way?
No, it was not planned that way at all. Scared the hell out of me.
Well, you never get to do that as a kid unless you're in a movie.
Exactly. No, I mean, there was no wire. There was nothing holding us out. If it went over, it was done. That was it, man. It was, it was on me, so.
Well, I want to thank you for your time and coming on and talking with us.
Oh, no problem.